Hey, welcome. In this lecture, we are going to be able to display the selected schedule date over here. Now, to do this, we are going to be using a row because we want this schedule, that is the test button for this schedule, to show over here, and we want the selected schedule date to display over it, that is horizontally, that is from the left to the right. And fortunately, we are already using a row widget. So remember, a row widget will enable us to display our widget horizontally. So what we can do is right after this first main widget, which happens to be the test button, we can then have a test to display the actual value of the schedule date. Okay, and it is asking for the data, and over here we created the functionality in order to help us format our date based on the day, month, and year, right? So back to this, we can then call that function we have over there. We called it format date. And now it is asking for the value to this variable we have over here. And the value is coming from the provider. So we can then say underscore product provider, then the product data. And the key we want to have access to is the schedule date. Okay, use Control and S, but before then, add your training comma and use Control and S to save. And let's see what's going to happen. Wait for this and let's see what will happen. And now we have this error. And the reason for this error is because, but before then, let me read this error to you in case. It says type null is not a subtype of date time. And the reason for this error is we are trying to display the selected schedule date, but we are yet to choose a schedule date. So that is the reason for this error. It's just like going to look for somebody in his house and the person is not available. So this is what we are doing. We are calling something that does not exist, or we are trying to display a data that does not exist. So that's the no error. That's what it's basically referring to. We are trying to call something that does not yet exist. So what we can do is we can have a check to make sure that user has successfully selected a schedule date or a date. And after that, we should be able to call this function. Sorry, we should be able to display that. So what we can do is copy this to your clipboard and we can have an if statement over here. We can then say if underscore product provider, then product data. And if the schedule date, schedule date is not equal to null, it means the user has selected a value. If it is not equal to null, sorry, we are currently within the widget tree, so we cannot use this. So get rid of that and just go to the next line, and it should know what to do. Is this. So if it is not equal to null, then only we want to be able to display it because it is not equal to null, it means the user has selected a date. So use Ctrl and S to save and let's see what is going to happen. The error is going to go off now and you can see it went off. And let's try to choose a schedule date now. Click on that and I'm going to choose 31st, but I'm currently making this video on the 28th of January. So I'm going to click on OK and the date is still not displayed. And let's try to use Ctrl and S to save. Let's see what will happen. if it will get displayed now. Okay, got displayed, right? Let's do this again. Currently we choose 31st. What about 30? And 31st is still showing. And let's use Ctrl and S to save in order to refresh. And this should be saying 30, right? Okay. So what we can do is instead of refreshing it manually to get the current update, what we can do is we can automatically refresh whatsoever selected value. To do this, put this to your clipboard and wrap this with a set state. Paste this here. So this will automatically refresh our screen. So the duty of this set state is to refresh your screen whenever there is a new data. So click on this and choose probably 29, which happens to be tomorrow, and we should see that 29 real time, and that is because we are currently using a set state. And this is basically it. Everything is working as we expect. Probably you can add some style to this, or you can take this date over here to this port by using the main access element or space between, or you can just leave it this way. Okay, see you in the next